before picture and the after picture. We need to get a before picture, and we're going to do this with your mental health scores. So what you can do is you can go onto Google and search for like mental health mood assessment. There's a bunch of like surveys and questionnaires that you can take that will give you a depression score and an anxiety score. The one that I personally recommend is by the NHS. The NHS is the National Health Service. They're like the UK healthcare, you know, the big one that we have for free. So if you search NHS mood assessment onto Google, it's like completely run by them, completely free. I'm not even linked. It's literally like, you know, the UK's healthcare. Like I'm not linked to them or anything. But it's like a quickly like 5-minute questionnaire of just like how you're feeling, and it will give you a depression score and an anxiety score. So you can pause this video right now and you can go take that assessment. I'll also have like a link in the description, like underneath this video. Go and take that, and then when you have your scores, depression score, anxiety score, take a picture of it, maybe take a screenshot or a picture on your phone. What you've just taken a picture of is like your before score. That's like a picture of you fat. Now we're going to put you through a body transformation, and we're going to get a picture of you looking aesthetic 2 weeks from now. So in other words, that was your previous mental health scores, your depression and anxiety scores, and we're going to try and half those numbers in 2 weeks. The way that you do that is through daily meditation, gratitude journaling, and more sunlight. There's of course other things that you can do to improve your mental health, but these are the ones that I found are like the lowest hanging fruit. Like they give you a lot of bang for your buck. I've made so many guides on meditation and gratitude journaling that you can find on my YouTube channel, so I won't explain them fully here. But one thing I can recommend, you probably like have heard me talk about them before, so I probably don't even need to explain them. But what I've added here is sunlight, and sunlight's incredibly important for our mental health. The way that I would do this, if for example I had poor mental health right now, is that I would put into my morning routine to sit outside in the sunlight, or even if there's not much sunlight. A lot of people complain and they, oh, but I'm in the UK, there's no sun. As long as it's daytime, like as long as like literally it's not dark outside, then there's technically sunlight. Like the only way you can see outside in the daytime is because there is sunlight. So even though the sun isn't out and you know there's clouds, there's still a lot more like sunlight than you actually think there is. Does that make sense? And like just that level of light, let's say there's even clouds, just being outside, you have to specifically be outside. You can't be inside like looking out of your window or something. You have to specifically be outside and like look towards the sky. Do that whilst meditating, whilst like thinking thoughts of gratitude. Maybe like write some things about gratitude on your phone. Maybe follow like a meditation session on your phone. Be outside for 10 minutes, 20 minutes every single morning for 2 weeks straight. Of course, you're going to miss a bunch of days because it's just normal to, you know, not be 100% consistent. But if you do it for 7 days out of the next 14, you'll notice such a big improvement in your mood. It's so interesting how your mood can be improved so easily. You just have to try and your best to like really value what this is saying. So it's so easy for your own brain to convince you like, oh, this is not going to work. It's so silly. I'm not going to do it. Or I'll try it some other way. I'll do it some other way that's a little bit easier. But it's specifically this, where you wake up and then in your morning routine, you go outside your house, you go outside into like literally just the outside, maybe your garden or maybe on a walk, and just keep looking towards the sky, towards the sun, not at the sun, don't burn your eyes, but you know, towards the sun, so you're getting a bunch of like light in your eyes. And again, it doesn't need to be like very sunny outside for this to work. And for 5-10 minutes, meditate, think thoughts of gratitude. Literally just like kind of stand there, do some like meditation breaths, you know, very like deep breaths to the point that you can hear your breath, like imagine just 5 minutes of that, and then think thoughts of gratitude. Literally just think in your mind, like this is the words, like, you know, you can like say words in your brain. Usually your brain just processes like things automatically, but you can force the word. Keep saying the word vitamins in your brain right now. Like you hear your own voice in your brain, don't you? Well, you can force words of gratitude. You can force, like, this is what I would say in my brain. What am I grateful for today? I'm grateful for my vitamins. I'm grateful for the camera that I have to record YouTube videos and courses. I've had it for over a year now. I wonder who made it. Probably like guys in China or something. I'm grateful for them. Do you see what's just happened there? For the first time in my life, I've just opened up my perception of the world, and I've just visualized by accident a bunch of factory workers in China who have made this camera that I'm recording on. And I've just expressed that I'm grateful for them for their work. It took me 15 seconds to do that. And you can see how powerful that is. That like, that's probably the first time in my entire life that I've thought of like some factory workers in China thinking, yeah, I'm grateful for them. That's probably like the first time you've ever heard someone kind of express gratitude for like the Chinese people. I know this is like, I hope this doesn't sound racist or anything, but the Chinese people who have made a lot of the technology that we use. Do you see how powerful this can be and how like just positive it makes push you. Think about the world and the people around you. Grab your habit tracker and add in a new section, which can just be morning routine. And just make sure you remember the morning routine is wake up, get outside, get sunlight into your eyes, meditate, and gratitude. Visualize yourself doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow you're going to wake up and you'll get outside, you'll just look towards the sky. It's, you know, there's some friction to getting outside, so really see that into your mind. Like, you'll overcome that friction. Like, you don't really feel like it, but you'll overcome it. You see that maybe it's raining, but you'll overcome it. You get outside, you look to the sky, you do some deep breaths, you just think thoughts of gratitude, or maybe you write some on your phone. Mwah.